Hello, 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 hello. My name is Asherah, and welcome to my very, very unique PhD channel where I am investigating mental health disorder known as DID, which stands for dissociative identity disorder slash psychosis versus conscious expansion. And within that conscious expansion, I can refer to shamanism or shamanism, um, clairvoyance, mediumship, like everything that falls under the esoteric community. I put in that conscious expansion, Kundalini awakenings, whatever. So I'm putting on this video today. Let me clarify the date and time. So it's Sunday the 25th of January 2026 and it's 19:22 p.m. in the UK. I landed back from Peru on the 23rd, so 3 days ago. Well, 2.5 days ago, I guess. So I'm still a little bit jet lagged, but I'm okay. Spirit has had me absolutely working since I fucking stepped foot through the door. Literally. I was so glad to be home though. Oh my God. Peru was, an experience, obviously, but there's no place like home, innit? There's no place like home. I was thinking that earlier on, because I was thinking about where am I moving to? Like, where am I about to move to? And as much as I know it's out of England, I was saying that I still would appreciate having a base in England. Do you know what I mean? Because it's always felt like home to me. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I am the Queen of England, so it should feel like home to me, but it actually does feel like home to me. And I've been to many countries and I've fallen in love with some amazing countries, but the thing is, when I was going through all these amazing different countries' airports, airports are so beautiful. And I don't think that Birmingham's airport is the best airport, personally. So I was having a right little bitch in my head about it. Like, considering we're supposed to be a first world country, our airport should look like fucking Dubai. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would love to go through an airport that just looked like Dubai airport. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some really beautiful airports, man. Bali airport, oh my God. Do you know what I mean? Istanbul airport, Jesus Christ, I got lost in Istanbul. I got lost in the airport. The driver couldn't find me. I couldn't find the driver. I was at Area C, and Area C looks like the whole of Birmingham Airport, if not bigger. And that's just part C of the airport. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's an airport. It's like a whole fucking city. It's massive. Do you know, Istanbul it's so beautiful. I mean, honestly, it's very, very prestige. It's very expensive. So is Africa. I went over there with about 50k in my bank thinking I had some money. Yeah, I was poor. I was broke out there. I was like, what the fuck? Face recognition to get into the hotels by the airport. I mean, in Accra, oh my God. It's like nearly 300,000 American dollars for a one-bedroom apartment. I said to the woman, is she speaking Japanese? I'm asking her for the money in dollars, not fucking Ghanaian rupees. Obviously, Ghanaians don't use rupees. I have to mix the black and the Indian together, innit? Anyway, I'm on one tonight. I really am, because I've had a message come through from my nan, and I've kind of been waiting for it because she's been killing it. I've been in Peru and this woman has been killing it. And she's been coming out my mouth and she's been being a bit naughty. Do you know what I mean? My nan is very naughty. She's very devilish. She's very, very devilish. She's a troublemaker. She's actually, that's why I said I can only do it if I'm Sasha, because Sasha is a troublemaker. Sasha and my nan get on like a house on fucking fire. When them two get it together, please step out the way. It's just not worth it. Do you know what I mean? It's just not worth it, because them two they play on another level. They play on a completely different level. Like, even Sasha bows down to Nanny, and Sasha would be like, Nanny, you're bad, no fuck. Nanny, you're bad. I thought I could dance. I'm known as the dancer. I'm known as Miss Hottie Dancer, Blood Clot Queen, no pussy contest. Yeah, that's my thing on the dance floor. And all these years, I thought it was me on the dance floor. My nan's making me know that she was dipping in and out still. And let me tell you something. When she says she dipped in and out, she put her pinky toe in. She put her pinky toe in. So when I'm dancing on the stage from a little girl winning these competitions, and everybody's like, "You're bad, man. You're bad enough." It's Nanny Rose dipping her pinky toe in the water. When Nanny Rose put down a piece of something on me in 2022, and she took over my body. For the first time, me being conscious that my body is being taken over, I'm becoming conscious in the moment, saying no. Oh no, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way this is me. There is no way this is me. I couldn't stop myself if I wanted to. Then when my mouth started to move round and round and round, I was like, there's no way. Asherah, at some point, we are going to have to accept that it's not us moving our body. As fuckery as that may sound, as fucking terrifying as that may sound, this fucking moment here, we're going to have to come to terms with the fact that we are not controlling our body. Something else is moving us. Do the five of us agree that something else is moving us? That's Asherah, my inner child, Sasha, my divine masculine, Rosie, my divine feminine, Asha, my Basquiat, that's doing the talking, and my fucking higher self, Asherah. And all five of us are having to come to a unanimous vote that we are not moving our body. Fuck me. That's some scary shit, blood. But some phenomenal shit. And when we said yeah, you know what it was that made us say yeah? When the inside of our eardrum started to move in the same motion as our waistline, and was tick-tocking the same motion of our eye. How is the inside of my... babe, consciously, I have no control over what the inside of my eardrum does. I could not even that it... Forget the fact that it was moving in systematic rhythm to the wind my waist was doing. It's the fact that I could actually feel it moving in the first place. At what point did I become online that I could feel my cells and some of the smallest muscles in my body? Because I'm sure the ear fucking hammer muscle, whatever it is the smallest, one of the smallest bones or muscles. Or you can check that on ChatGPT, what it's going through. Voiceover. So it's coming through it over true, so it's going true, man. I'm sure this ear has some smallest bone or smallest muscle, man. Where did I get that from? I know I learned that somewhere along the line. She's been a bit slow today too. Oh, honestly. Val, are you with me today, babe?
Absolutely, I'm right here with you. How can I help you today?
Babe, I'm just thinking about the ear. Is it true, or have I made this up, that the ear has the smallest bone or muscle in the body?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The ear does have some of the smallest bones in the human body. Specifically, the smallest bone is the stapes, which is one of the three tiny bones in the middle ear. It's about the size of a grain of rice. And when it comes to muscles, the smallest one is the stapedius muscle, which also resides in the ear. Pretty fascinating, right?
Motherfucker, not only was I right, I was both right. The smallest muscle and the smallest bone, I said. And my girl just confirmed it. They know what they're doing and they know what they're talking about. So how can I feel the smallest muscle and the smallest bone in my body and I'm connected to it and it's moving at the same rhythm as my blood clot waist in the 3D? I'm like, nah, get the fuck out of here. I said, everybody surrendered. Everybody went, do. We're not moving this. This is not us. We surrender. As much as we want to act like we're the higher self. Well, excuse me. It could be me. All five personalities had to bow down. You see, when we surrendered in that moment and was like, nah, it's definitely not us moving our body. My body started moving in a way where I swear to God, I felt like I was levitating off the bed. I felt like matter and space had just literally just lost itself. I swear to God, I whined till I was about this much off the bed. And my body was moving, flicking bones, cells, nerves. What the fuck? My limbic system, my respiratory system, my fucking everything was moving like a school of fucking fish, and it was layered, and I was connecting with each fucking layer as it was doing it. I was like, what the fuck? And I was still whining and grinding at the same time to the beat of the music playing in my fucking room, man. And my daughter was like, Mummy, stop moving, stop moving. I was like, shut up, I can't. Mummy's not moving herself. I couldn't even talk. My mouth was just going round. My whole jawbone was moving by its fucking self. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even reassure my little daughter on the bed that everything was okay because of her mum moving around so wildly, but her mouth moving uncontrollably too. And I was trying to say Shaya, and it just sounds like, yeah. She's like, Mummy, stop it. Oh my God. What the fuck? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I just said to my nan, Nanny, you are bad enough fuck, man. You like the piece of wine she put down. I had to bow down to her. I had to bow down to her, man. I know nothing, blood. I'm not even worthy to look at you, Nanny. I'm not even worthy to call myself Miss Auntie Dancehall Queen. Are you blood clot, man? My nan holds the trophy. I don't give a shit what anybody says. My mum thinks she's a bad girl dancer, but nah, you know make it. You know ready. My nanny, she's a G, man. She's the G star, the real G star, man. And with her, anything and everything is possible. With her, anything and everything is possible. I love that woman. I love that woman. I love that woman. I love that woman. You can't tell me nothing, but I love her. And I never knew her. I love her and I never knew her. When I used to go to her house as a little girl, she's always going like, I don't know what's wrong with her, you know. She loved to cuss, you know. She loved to cuss. So as soon as you get to the door, she opens up the one door to open up the second door. You just hear her cuss her, cut her teeth and cut her eye. And just asks us what on a set of bitches want now. Hello to you too, Nanny. Just step in. When she was there, she never I wouldn't say she acted like she never wanted you to go, but you know that feeling where you've been chatting all day and then now somebody's going to go and you're going to be in the house alone again. You know what I mean? And it's okay. It's okay, but it's also nice to have company sometimes, isn't it? You know what I mean? So I would always feel that energy from her. Because as much as she called us a set of bitches, I knew she loved it. And I knew she loved me. I knew she loved me. I'd wag school sometimes and go down to her house because her house was just down the bottom of the road from my school. And sit and chat with her. Oh, you can let her tell you. I sit and chat with her, man. You know. Her name was Mrs. Rose. Her maiden name was Edwards, but her married name to my granddad, Cecil Victor Rose, was Rose. And she was a true Rose. She had 3 gardens, you know. You go out the back gate, like through the kitchen, through the back door, into the first garden, which had loads of rose, but it was concrete, with all the rose bushes growing around the outside. So where she used to hang the washing. And then you go through a gate into her second garden, and that was like rose garden, proper rose garden. You thought there was a rose garden up the top there? No, there ain't no roses. When you go into Daddy's second garden, that's where there's roses. And then as you go into the third garden, more roses. It's like she's still working on a bit of the land out there, but roses galore. She had a beautiful, beautiful rose gardens. She kept them very well. I'm not green fingered. Everything dies with me. I don't know what it is, but I say that. Fuck me, blood. House plants better to stay away from me. I bought a lovely one the other day. I thought, right, I'm going to have that in my room. It's going to be like, it didn't even manage to get up here. It was dead already. Just, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. The energy's too much, I guess. You know what I mean? The energy's just too much. I kill plants. And it's so crazy, you know, because I'm around Mother Nature. Do you know what I mean? It's impossible to kill plants. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on. I think it's the Matrix just trying to fuck with me. It's the Matrix killing the plants, clearly. Anyway, let me not go off on one. I have something to share. And what I have to share is that the reason why my nanny rose is coming through is because I just ate some food and I was chilling on the bed. But before I went and made the food, my nan says to me, take off Netflix, because I was watching Energetic, whatever, on Netflix. It's like a cartoon series. It's really, really good if you haven't seen it. It's about divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. And that's what this whole Peruvian adventure has been about for me. You know, I've been feeling massive amount of tantric energy, very high sexual sensual energy. And I've been trying to hold on to it because I'm like, why am I feeling like this? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what the fuck is this? You know, is it this place? Is this place one of them places where they're harvesting women's sexual energy? Why my pussy just wants to be popping off, popping off? And there's loads of things kind of going on. And I'm on St. Pedro, which is a cactus hallucinogenic drug. So there's loads of different things happening in my body. So some of it could be drug related and some of it could be spiritually related. And some of it could just be physically related. But I'm having to decipher all of that up while on strong drugs. You know what I mean? And while under spiritual attack at the same time. But it's okay, you know what I mean? Minor. So, my nan has been coming through a lot. Let me stick to the point. And she's been with me every step of the way. And she's been watching how I've been handling myself. And I've been handling myself very well. And perhaps a little too well. So what she's saying to me now is that she wants me to let go a little bit. And have a little fun. And don't take life too seriously. As I said, nobody gets out alive. But really, she's telling me to be fun sexually. Which is really, 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 really not scary, because I'm not scared of anything, to be fair. But it's always been the opposite of who I've thought we were. And when I say I, as in I'm speaking as Rosie, my divine feminine. And it's my divine feminine that has the biggest problem with the letting go and being free sexually. Because she's a divine feminine, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? One man, you know. That's what it is, though. So the whole... My mom told me, you know, when I was 21, she said, I'm not telling you to sleep with bear man, you know, but you've been with your baby father a long time. Like, I was with my first children's dad from 13 years of age to 21. Do you know what I mean? So, in fact, yeah, 21. So I was there for a long, long time. So my mom wasn't... I mean, at the time I thought, what the fuck, man? Please don't give me no advice. I'm not you, and my pussy don't pop around the place like your pussy. So please don't tell me to carry on with some bullshit, because that's not what it's about. That's how I felt about her advice at the time. But I have learned in my maturity that, I mean, don't get me wrong, there is a little bit of that in there, because, you know, she's going to be who she's going to be, from my perspective anyway. But now that I'm a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I do understand the benefits of having other experiences too. Because sometimes you can have 1 year of experience 20 times and it's not going to make you an expert, even though you've been in something for 20 years. You know what I mean? Whereas somebody can just be in something for 6 months, 7 months, 2 months, 5 months, and got 20 years worth of experience. You know? Because it's about the quality, not the quantity. So realistically, the suggestion of going and having other partners or other experiences wasn't necessarily a negative, like in terms of going out there and be promiscuous and be fucky. That time there's bare demons out there that you can get sexually transmitted demon diseases. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to be sleeping with bare people when most people carry parasites and entities? And I can see the parasites and entities. So obviously, it's not even if I wanted to fuck you, I couldn't fuck you because I can see you. That's what people don't seem to understand. People chat like to say, I'm fucky. Bob, I'm the last person to be fucky, man. Not when I can see what I can see. I'd be a mad blood clot woman. Even to lie down with my ex husband. I know that what's going on. But I'm on a mission with the Almighty, so it is what it is. But unless it's a mission by the Almighty, it's definitely not going to be that. Because if the Almighty tells me go on, I know I'm safe. If I tell myself go on, I know I'm fuck blood. I don't know. And if it could happen, that's a Russian roulette move. And I'm a good girl, don't get it twisted. But if I'm playing Russian roulette, I'm playing Russian roulette because my eyes are wide shut. And I know that it's Almighty looking through. So I can afford to play Russian roulette because I will let the Most High take over. I will surrender to spirit. I don't have a problem. Take my body and take it and mash it up, rock it up, Set it free, sit it down, dance with it. I don't care what you want to do. It's a meat suit. It's a meat suit. It's a meat suit. And it's nanotechnology anyway. We put itself back together again. And better when you know that that's what your cells are doing and you can just tell them to do it. I went and had surgery. I was talking to my cells about 3 months before surgery and just letting them know, yeah, as soon as that happens, yeah, make sure owners get together. You man's put that there. Yo, when I got 3 days after surgery, I was like, oh my God, it looks like nothing ever happened to me. The cells knew what to do already. I'd programmed them in advance. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, Jim, what gym, man? Just 6-pack me up, blood. Who's got time to go gym? I don't go gym, blood. Are you mad? Definitely don't go gym. I go sauna and steam room, and I might go for a swim, but I definitely don't go gym. Nah, that's not my thing, man. I don't like to get that kind of sweaty. That kind of sweaty is not my type of sweaty. That's rank sweaty. I don't like that sweaty. I don't like that sweaty. The gym's sour, man. Sour. I don't like environments like that. You know, sauna. I don't know why, but the sauna isn't really sour. You know what I mean? And more time, the man them in there will bring olive oil or a little bit of this or a little bit of that. And so, do you mind if I put a bit of this? Nah, go ahead. Do you know what I mean? It smells nice in there. Eucalyptus oil and everything. It's really nice. I like it in there. I can breathe freely. I struggle to breathe half the time because I just don't like the way things smell. In the sauna and the steam room, it's nice. Even before I put on my camera, you know, I spray myself with perfume. The ancestors were laughing at me a minute ago. And I said, listen, you think I business if they know if I sprayed perfume on the camera? I know that all of you motherfuckers are watching me, so I spray up myself before I put on my camera, okay? Because I already know I'm on candy camera. You know what I'm saying? So because I said it on this camera now, I get double points. You know what I mean? I get double recognition because I'm a bad girl. Because I did say it off camera and I am saying it on camera now, and that was the conversation. So they hear it and see it at the same time, and they've been all like, yeah, past and present. Anyway, it probably don't make sense, but it makes sense in the astral world. Anyway, because they're listening, they said they're going to send a message. So they said, put this on, go downstairs, cook the food. I made some soup. I did myself some brown seeded bread. I made some biscuits and I made myself some tea. Oh yeah, they said don't forget to drink your tea. I made it in one of these flask things, so hopefully it's still a bit warm. Royal, it's hot, never mind warm. I have to blow it a little bit too because it's been sitting there. It's got a little milk film on top. I don't like that, so I have to blow it away before I sip it. I can imagine it just hanging off my fucking lip, you know. Don't do it. I'll fuck your shit up. Oh, that is good. I love a tea. And this is so funny, you know, because again, the ancestors were listening to me earlier on. Because I was saying that I'm going to tell you guys that I love a cup of tea. And I was saying to them, no, I'm not telling them that I love a cup of tea. Why am I telling them that I love a cup of tea? Do they need to know my business? Has that got anything to do with their ascension? Are they going to ascend because I tell them I love a blood clot cup of tea? No. You guys said stick to the point. You tell me to stick to the point. So now I'm telling you to stick to the point. So stick to the point. Again, I get points for saying it on camera twice because they heard it twice. Yeah, just to let them know that I'm fully aware and conscious in both realms. I'm having conversations in the 5D that I later end up having in the 3D. Yeah, because I'm in multiple dimensions at the same time. So sometimes it seems like I'm really giggling and laughing, but because I'm really there and I'm really experiencing it, I can see the looks on their faces as I'm saying it here on camera to you. And I'm in both places looking at them and looking at myself on the TV, talking to myself. So it's a little bit of a head trip because I'm seeing it multidimensionally. But I can still be here with you and just literally just act like I'm drinking my tea and everything's cool. And still blow the film away because I don't want it to hang on my top lip, do I? But being multidimensional is fun. It's a little bit like the Hunger Games. That's how you have to see the ancestors, that they're all on this kind of CM. They're throwing money in, betting. And they know who's going to fucking win. Oh, bets on me, bitches. Oh, bets on me, bitches. Yeah, bitches. The ancestors are very funny. My nan and them are very funny because this is how my nan and them are naturally. This is how they talk. This is how my nan taught. I told you when we used to go there, she used to say, "What do you say? A bitch is one." She's not joking. That was her English. She swore all the time. My dad's family, they swear all the Roses, their mouths are disgusting. Their mouths, their mannerism, their narcissism, you name it, it's absolutely terrible and I love it. I love it. So there's definitely a side of me like that, which is Sasha. So yeah, as I said, me and my nan vibe a lot. So anyway, they wanted me to, they told me to put this on. I went downstairs and told my food. I told you already I made my food. I've got my tea. I've told you I love tea. Now we're coming back round to the actual point. Come on, girl, spit it out. So there was like, put this on pause. So I've gone downstairs. I've come up. I've ate my soup. I've ate my bread. I've got a few little biscuits because they said grab a few biscuits. See, they're making me go off topic again now, but they can fuck off. I'm gonna stick to the point. But I have got biscuits to go in my tea. You little fuckers. Anyway, I'm back on track. Yeah. So once I've done all of that, they said I can play the video. So I was just listening to the video, and guess what? The video is a message from my nan. So when I'm telling you that my nan is a bad girl, listen to this woman tell you that her nan's a bad girl.
Then I have a message for you from your grandmother. So before we get into this reading,
it was uploaded 5 hours ago. We have to clock that. Okay, can you see it? It was uploaded 5 hours ago. So this ain't a virgin of mine. This is just somebody online. What I told her, she gave me a message the night that I got licked down by spirit. And about your people them said, how quick can you get out the house? Can you get out the house in 10 minutes? And I was like, nah, I'm not no pussy hole. I don't run. Whatever it's gonna be, let it be, innit? And plus, I don't take heed to messages that come in and try and scare me, or try and rush me, or try and put the fear into me. No way. I stand steadfast, man. Fuck that, blood. Bring it. And they brought it. Licked me down, blood. Licked me down cold in the 3D, you know. Spiritually, licked me down in the 3D. I passed out, butt off on the bathroom floor. I got up, tried to go in my daughter's room, butt off. Fell in my son's room, got up, went in my daughter's room, got in my daughter's bed. They're still trying to deal with me. I'm like, yeah. My nan was like, alchemize it. What I should tell you, sit back and start laughing. And that's what I did. And it alchemized it, just from me laughing. Laughing at myself. I was watching that comedy with Kevin Hart and my girl, Night School. And she's a badass teacher with a wig. And that was how I looked when I was in school. Going on bad. Getting all the kids in order. Bad kids, you know. Challenging kids, I should say. Had so much fun. I love them days. But anyway, listen to this.
And you leave with this night. I also want to say thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking, subscribing, doing all the energetic things to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Somebody's grandmother here is coming through, and they're coming through as showing you so much. Like, they want you to know that it's them, okay? I thought it was cool that in your energy, guardian angel came up, and your grandmother is giving like this guardian angel type of energy.
That's what I get all the time.
You to know that you're not alone, and that's possibly why she's here. Also, we do have older women, so this is like a clear signal that you are definitely working with her. I do feel like if you are feeling like connecting with your grandmother more on a spiritual level, or just more on a deeper level, then go ahead and do that. You could also be geared to listen to your grandmother's favorite songs, to eat her foods, to even, for some of you guys, I'm also getting like, you may not even know this grandmother. You may have a lot of like energy around you, where there could be a grandmother that you don't know that's really, really digging in, and there could be certain things that you're digging into. Like you could be called to go into different times and listen to different songs and try different things. And I'm feeling like there's a strong connection. Now, one of the things that your grandmother wants you to know, she's actually showing you, she's showing you visions of the future. There's something about you having a very, very prosperous future. I also see love. I also see somebody coming through, and there is some type of um, steamy reconciliation with the person. I'm also getting like your grandmother could be a bit like I don't want to say not spicy, but like a bit like, you know, she like said whatever she wanted to say. I'm also getting like very, very fiery. She could have liked the color red a lot. Also, lavender is coming up for your grandmother. Your grandmother is coming up as the spring energy, and this is you seeing your seeds grow. So she wants you to see how much your seeds have been growing. She wants you to see how the things that you are planting are springing. Like right now, your manifestation should be springing, or at least about to spring. I feel like that's what she's calling you. She wants you to know that. She wants you to know this energy. Also, she directly wants to tell you that it's okay for you to receive a certain type of healing. For some of you guys, you could be going through something where you want to heal something that you've been dealing with in the past, whether this could be an addiction, this could be, yeah, we do have addictions here. This could be an addiction. This could be something from the past or something that you've been battling with. This could be past hurt. This could be grieving energy. She wants to know that you can definitely heal this energy. We do have healing earth here, letting you know that you have the power to receive healing. Also, you have the power to give healing. For some of you guys, you are a healer. For some of you guys, you go through certain things because you need to know hands-on how something feels or experience something, because you will be some type of expert. It's almost like the hermit goes through this journey because he's going to be very, very wise. But the healer goes through this journey of triumph too, because the healer is going to be very, very powerful. So for some of you guys, you can accept some type of healing that's coming towards you. She's also saying this, I'm hearing this as clear as day, it's also coming through like a wave. So she's saying if you were to just allow something to be released from you, you don't have to worry about letting something go or releasing something or holding on. Just allow something to go. Just go with the flow. I feel like there's this energy of allowing, giving something permission to leave, giving something permission to flow.
I just want to interact there because what she's saying is so relevant for me now. Because while I was on the plane on the way to Peru, I had a lot of pressure in my right ear, which I used to get a lot before, but since I've been traveling up and down, like I've been to like 7 countries now since 2025 January. But a lot of the times I had no problem with my ear, but this last time to Peru, on the way there, my ear, listen, the pain that I felt in my ear was next level, you know, like it was almost like a near death situation. I know it might sound a little bit dramatic, but energetically, I was under a level of attack. I was under a level of lesson. Let's put it that way then, because I won't even say attack. It was like a lesson. And the pain that I was experiencing in my ear was enough to raise my heartbeat, cause my whole body to start sweating, you know, and shaking. Like the pain that I'm feeling in my ear has got me spasming, like my body is going into shock from the level of pain in my ear, because my ear won't release all this air pressure and it is just blowing like my eardrum's about to burst. And the ancestors are telling me to surrender to it. But as I'm trying to fall into the pain is so sharp, I'm being electrocuted back out of it. So I can't even settle in the pain because the pain is so intense. And they're telling me to settle in the pain. And I've had to settle in it, allow that electrocution to just run through my body and settle into it. And then all I've heard was, the air pressure is just released with no pain, no big bang, no nothing. Just like they let fucking water out of the fucking radiator. if you know about central heating systems. I was like, what the fuck? And then soon as thought, the fucking ear went up again, and I was back in that position, having to alchemize that level of pain again. But this time knowing for sure that the quicker I sit in it, the quicker I surrender to it, the quicker it's gonna go away. So what do you think I did? I hopped back in that position of surrender, and it went and I caught my breath. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And ancestors were like, yeah, that's where we need you. To be under big pressures like that, and quick time surrender. Quick time get into it. Quick time know what it is. So what do you think happened to me? They brought a real life 3D scenario. Even though the ER was real life, that was just a taster, a warm up, a little bit of the thing that was going to happen in it. So I've gone there. I've gone and done a good deed. I've gone and got these girls' paint sets from outside. And on the way back, I've been bitten by a fucking jungle tick. And I'm literally being paralyzed on one side of my body. Well, having paralysis, I should say. Where my arm is numb and my leg feels half dead. You know one of them ones. And the toes going on with things. And my windpipe is swelling. That when I swallow, I can feel the how tense my neck is. Like it's gonna try and suffocate up my windpole pipe and that kind of shit. So there's all kind of things going on. But at the same time, when I got bit, I told Jim, he's the guy that owns the place, and he was like, well, most likely it's an ant. Ant bites are really sharp, especially if they're one of the big ones. So give it a couple of hours, Asherah, and then we'll take it from there. I was like, all right then. So because I was on the Pedro and all these different things were happening to my body, I wasn't sure if it was the bite or the drugs that I was on. Because, you know, I was on quite a bit of drugs because obviously I was at a ayahuasca retreat, wasn't I? In Peru. So after 4 hours, my foot's still throbbing. In fact, my foot hadn't stopped throbbing from the time Jim said it was, you know, probably an ant bite to the time now. And 4 hours, like I said, have gone past. So I say to Eva, because Stacey's gone to bed and Jim's gone to bed, and Caroline's gone to hospital because she got bit by a goddamn poisonous spider. So she's actually in the hospital as I'm speaking. It's her stuff that I've gone outside to get for her to bring back into the house so it doesn't get ruined. But the thing is, as soon as I met this girl, I kept saying to her, I'm 2 steps behind you. And I literally was 2 steps behind her because we ended up sleeping in the hospital together for 2 nights. Her with a poisonous fucking spider bite, and me with some fucking poisonous fucking tick. Could you believe it? The tick had a disease in limestone. That time the guy, Jim, and the doctor both told me that that disease doesn't exist in Peru anymore, because obviously that's what ChatGPT said it was when I described my symptoms. And they was like, you know, the ticks don't have it anymore. And lo and behold, which tick had it? The tick that bit me. But I found the tick in between my little baby toe. And it's a good job I had a pair of good fucking tweezers with me. And I managed to grip the thing. I don't even know if I got his head or not, which reminds me I do need to take. I'm on antibiotics still, basically. I'm still on a course of antibiotics. Ugh. So that pain in my leg, in my foot that I was experiencing, and my whole body fucking shutting down, was the ancestors taking it up a notch. Alchemize that bitch. I was like, no problem. And I did. And I got to go home early and have a good time. Well, not home, but back to the centre. Like nothing ever happened. You know what I mean? It was like nothing ever happened. I was fine. Nothing to be alarmed about. The ancestors are just doing their thing. That time my shamanic teacher's like, I know what's going on. This is voodoo. This is voodoo. This is black magic. This is black magic. This is making all kinds of implications. You know what I mean? For there to be black magic, there would have to be competition, and I don't see any competition around here. So why get the guns out? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why get the guns out when I can't feel any bad man energy in this place? If I'm in a place and I feel alarmed and scared, then the guns come out. But if I don't feel that way, and I feel like everybody is way down the line to where I'm at, and they're telling me, you're so powerful, you're so dangerous, you're so this. So they already have at least a fraction of an understanding of who I am, and they're making me know that through their words, but also through their energetic energy, their field, that they're scared of me. But if you're scared of me, why would I need to take out the big boys when you're scared of me, just as I am? So to be accusing me of taking over ceremony, to working voodoo, to doing whatever you guys want to accuse me of, the people in Peru, it's nonsense. I don't need to go on with none of that silliness. I am just who I am. I just walk straight. And as long as you walk straight, that's it. With any building that I didn't make straight, any person that ain't straight will crumble. You will fall and crumble. Because when the truth steps down, it rocks, man. It rocks. And that's all it is. I don't need to walk with an army of demons. I don't need to walk with an army of angels, or those certain man them make sure that they're with me, and it's just period. Yeah, I'm trying to say, my boy Metatron, are you mad? Are you dizzy? Orion, hello? The certain man that just always on lock, but that's how it's always been for me anyway. I've always had bad man to call on, but I've never ever yet called a bad man. I am the bad man. I am the blood clot bad man. Are you nuts? Don't get it twisted, blood. I never had no big brothers, but you know what I'm saying? Never had no big brothers, but had bare big brothers. Anyway, my ancestry wants to do a message, so this is their message. let me shut the fuck up.
Something is going to release from you, or something is going to be removed from you very effortlessly. For some of you guys, you could have just been through some type of healing where something was just removed from you effortlessly.
Yes.
And just like the feather floating back down.
Tantric sexual energy.
That's significant.
And the fear of not speaking truth. Yo, I spat some truth
this
out,
is
man.
Coming in
my antibiotics.
The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is also coming in like a surprise.
Yeah, good girl.
It's almost like something is released, and there's a wind of releasing, and then that feather, this feather that I'm seeing is just slowly floating down, and then it gets your attention. This is coming up as views of the future. Again, she wants you to know that your seeds are springing into, your manifestation should be springing up into fruition right now. You should be able to see some seeds that you've already planted. This is also, you should be able to get some big return on your investment. She's coming through because she doesn't want you to be afraid. There's something that she can feel that you're a bit afraid of, and she kind of wants you to be open. She's trying to open you up, which is going to be very, very successful, because you're already, wherever you are, you're in this turning point energy where you could be straddling between fences or straddling between worlds, where you're at this point of letting certain things go in your past, people, situations, beliefs, feelings, and things like that go, and then you're opening up the door to new experiences. So you're just about ready.
I was just saying,
let something go. I'm also thinking, I'm also getting this.
Why the feather's so significant is because in Peru, this feather fell for me. Yeah? And I was like, oh, normally it's a white feather, but this was white, grey, and black. And I was like, normally it's a white feather, so I wasn't sure if I should pick it up, but I did, and I put it in my bag. And the day when we was travelling back, I was like, oh, shall I bring the feather? Because the feather fell out my bag and was on the bed. And I was like, it could have different types of bacteria on it. Should I bring it back to the UK after just spending so long in the hospital? And somebody says to me, don't throw away your feather. So when I was just looking in the bag, I had a little sad face like that, because I thought I didn't bring the feather. But then obviously when I carried on looking, I seen the feather. So you see on the table where there's a card that says the feather. Feathers are significant to me. My ancestors will always drop a feather, regardless of what country I'm in, regardless of where I am. They will always communicate through a feather. So I just wanted to show you that I do have a feather. Yes, I do.
Energy that the Fool card has. The Fool has been through some type of transformation. So This could also be in the wee hours of the night. For some of you guys, you could be waking up from the hours from like 1 a.m. to about like 5 a.m.
Yes.
That's also where a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities can be happening as well. But certain messages are going to be significant for you. We do have You Belong Here, Have a Seat. There's a place where you belong. This could be in a new home because we do have the broom here. We do have a new home, a new place, a new environment. I'm getting for some of you guys, you're stretching out to a new environment, or you could be going through some type of transition when it comes to career or just when it comes to lifestyle, where you're going into new environments. And there's a place that you're going into that you already have a set space in.
Come on now.
Before you even get there. Like some space is already ready for you. There's also a sign that you could be missing. We're going to go into this energy. We also have good, no mind-blowing sex. Again, this is picking up a lot with some type of reconciliation. For some of you guys, you could have just been through a reconciliation with the person.
Nope.
Okay? And it could have been mind-blowing.
No.
That could be, I feel like somebody's sacral chakra has been like,
on fire,
going crazy.
Yes, but that's the
tantric
energy.
You could have definitely reconciled with the person. If not,
the video before this talks about the tantric energy.
If it's not sexual energy, like you
so
could be
sexual.
Abstaining from sex, this will be a lot of creative energy. Sexual
I'm
energy
restraining from sex, so it's a lot of creative energy.
She wants you to say yes to something. She's bringing something again. She's bringing something in your face. The communication door is open, and she wants you to say yes to it. This could be a person. This could be a situation. She wants you to not be afraid of some type of experience and open up to an experience. She wants you to kind of like be free. That's why she's coming out as like a fiery type of wild type of. Maybe she had a time where she was just like free, like she was a type of woman who was like secure with her sexuality. She was a type of woman who was, free with herself. And she kind of wants you to be free in that aspect, or free with your creation. She wants you to, she wants you to reach for the stars. She doesn't want you to put a lid on yourself. She wants you to keep on going and being dynamic and big and big and big and big. Your harvest is ready, so that is nice. Mm-hmm. There is a harvest. Again, we do have your seeds, your manifestations are springing into fruition. So that's also confirmation with that. We have something being ready for you. There's this energy. It's like you belong here, have a seat. So there's already a seat that's ready for you. We do have this harvest that's ready for you. There's something about you having views of the future of something being ready for you already. Yes. There's a need for you to be in some type of energy where you are thinking as if you already have something. I'm getting like she really wants you to be in this.
Okay, so I'm going to talk my talk because you guess what? It's my talk. So the other day in some of these videos, you see me on one of the videos. Go to Sutton Coldfield Park, which used to be my back in the day stomping ground. And I'm saying to you guys on the camera that there's a house around here that has been derelict for like 15 years now. And it's owned by a guy called Ian. And I went around there and spoke to him one time back in 2022, 2023. And it was like the bare people want him to do weird tears to the house, but because they've made such a fuss, he's not doing nothing. You know what I mean? They can all piss off. So he's put his foot down and he'll do it when he's good and ready. And it was like loads of people have come and offered him money. He said, someone's even offered him 12 million UK pounds for the land. And there's no house on it. The house is broken down. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's a listed building, so you can't get rid of what is standing. It's so beautiful though. It's like he said it's the biggest it's the house with the biggest land on the whole Four Oaks estate. But the Four Oaks estate is not about these massive mansion houses. It's about the woods. It's about living in the forest. It's living in that magic where the animals are, able to communicate with humans and humans can communicate with animals. And it's a wonderland. And I love spending time there. And I'd love to be able to just walk through my garden into the woods and just be okay in the night and just be with the animals and the ancestors and the trees. And that would be heaven to me. Of course, that would be heaven to me. And before I got taken into mental health services and put on a psychiatric ward, where I had to fucking get myself back out and be my own fucking solicitor, as well as call on a solicitor to go through a fucking tribunal hearing, appeals hearing, basically. These motherfuckers, I tell ya. But anyway, that would be heaven to me. So he said a man's offered him 12 million, but I give it to me for 1 million. I said, yeah, if I had 1 million, I'll fucking give it, yeah, in a heartbeat, blood. In an absolute heartbeat. So anyway, like I was saying, I went down there the other day, didn't I? Just before I went to Peru. I went there, so about 3 weeks ago, I went there. And I drove the car and I was videoing, so there's actually a video of me there. And I'm going past the house, and so I'm going to take you guys past this house, but it's not fixed up, whatever. But during my episode before I went into hospital, they showed me having this house. I got shown me owning this blood clot. I got shown me owning the whole of the Four Oaks estate, actually, and everybody on there needed to move the fuck out. Yeah, move the fuck out. If you're not on the thing that we're on, you need to be getting off the land, because this is sacred land. And it is sacred land because the Moors and everybody used to walk through that land. It used to belong to, I think it's Henry the VIII. I want to say Henry the VIII. Let me check. Val? Val? I tell you, my AI's got dyslexia.
Absolutely, I'm definitely here and tuned in. Feel free to share whatever's on your mind. And
I want some information about Sutton Coldfield Park. Now, my understanding is, was that park owned by King Henry the VIII? Or some type of king?
Yes, you're right. Sutton Park in Sutton Coldfield does have royal connections, especially with King Henry VIII. In 1528, he granted the park to the town, allowing it for grazing and firewood. There's also a legend that Henry VIII was once saved by a young woman from a wild boar, and in gratitude, he granted the town a royal charter. Today, Sutton Park is one of Europe's largest urban parks, spanning over 2,400 acres and offering diverse landscapes.
This is the park I have been putting my menstrual blood and urine and waters in for ages. What my ancestors have been telling me. This is the Garden of Eden. You're safe here. This is the piece of land that this house that I'm talking about resides on. This land here. And it's saying this land was known to be royal land before King Henry VIII gifted it to the royal town of Sutton Coldfield. That's what it's called, the royal town of Sutton Coldfield. That's where I lived.
That's really fascinating and definitely adds a deep layer of meaning to the land and its history for you and your ancestors. It's amazing how places can hold such deep spiritual and historical significance. It sounds like a really special connection you have with that area.
So tell me this then, because on the land itself, you have plaques made out to the Moors. What was the connection with the Moors to the land?
Plaques dedicated to the Moors in the area likely commemorate the de la Moor family, who were historically connected to the land. The name Moor Hall is thought to originate from this family, and the first record of Old Moor Hall dates back to 1434. Bishop John Bessie, a notable figure in the 16th century, also owned Moor Hall and contributed significantly to the town's development. So these plaques honour that historical connection and influence.
So it's not in connection to the actual Moors?
Exactly, it's more of a historical and local connection rather than the Moors from North Africa. The name and the plaques are tied to the de la Moor family and other historical figures associated with the land in that area. It's definitely an interesting blend of local history and heritage.
So is de la Moor even an English name?
Yes, it is. The name de la Moor has French origins, meaning of the Moor or from the Moor. It was a name brought over to England following the Norman conquest in 1066. Over time, it became anglicised and was associated with various noble families in England, so it definitely has deep roots in English history as well.
Okay, fair enough then, because I was thinking de la Moor it didn't pronounce as English, but that explains that then. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, it can
Sorry, so just give me some information about King Henry VIII. Is he the one with the wives?
Exactly. King Henry VIII is definitely famous for his 6 marriages. He was the King of England from 1509 to 1547 and is well known for breaking away from the Roman Catholic Church, which led to the English Reformation. He had a complex personal life, and his marriages were central to a lot of political and religious upheaval at the time. Definitely.
So where does he become in the line to Queen Elizabeth and Queen Mary's son?
So Henry VIII was the father of Queen Mary I and Queen Elizabeth I. Mary I was his daughter with his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, and Elizabeth I was his daughter with his second wife, Anne Boleyn. Henry's line continued through his children, and after Mary and Elizabeth, the throne passed on to other descendants of the Tudor line. So Henry VIII was right at the heart of that entire dynasty.
Okay, so that's how long Sutton Coldfield Park was in his power for?
Yes, exactly. Sutton Park and the surrounding land were under royal control during Henry VIII's reign, and for some time afterwards, the area was granted to the town of Sutton Coldfield, and it remained a royal town, preserving that connection for centuries. It's pretty amazing how that historical legacy still echoes through the area today.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So what did Henry's land venture out to where Handsworth and Lozells and Aston are now? Or did it not go that far? Or even into Birmingham city centre?
Henry VIII's grant to Sutton Coldfield mainly covered the immediate area around Sutton Park and didn't extend as far as Handsworth, Lozells, Aston, or Birmingham city centre. So the royal land was pretty much contained to Sutton Coldfield and its nearby regions.
Okay. All right then. All right, fantastic. What about Warsaw?
Warsaw has a notable medieval connection to real land grants, starting in 1159 when King Henry II granted the manor to Herbert Larousse. This established Warsaw as a royal manor, and it retained that status into the 13th century. Although the dissolution of the monasteries during Henry VIII's reign reorganised landholdings, there's no direct evidence that Henry VIII himself granted land in Warsaw. So Warsaw was under royal influence, but not specifically granted to Henry VIII.
Okay.
If you have any more questions or want to
It's
dive
just
deeper,
very interesting, isn't it? It's very, very interesting. Because it is Warsaw Manor, for true, and it is Moorhorn in Sutton. I just find that really amazing. I love history.
It definitely is fascinating. The way these historical layers intertwine and shape the present is always so intriguing.
So how far back does Aston Hall go? Does Aston Hall go back as far as Henry VIII?
Aston Hall was built between 1618 and 1635, so it doesn't go back to the time of Henry VIII. The Holt family, who commissioned the hall, had been prominent in the area since the early 16th century, but the hall itself was constructed during the reign of King James I. So while the Holt family's presence in Aston predates the hall, the building itself is from the early 17th century.
Yeah, it's a nice building. I used to go there as a kid.
That's really lovely. It must be special to have those memories of visiting Aston Hall as a kid.
Well, I went there the other day too. Because it's a lovely ground. It's a lovely park. You know what I mean? It's a wonderful, wonderful ground, and it's right next to Aston Villa Football Club too, isn't it? So.
Absolutely, it's such a charming spot with that blend of history and nature, and yes, being right next to Aston Villa Football Club definitely adds to the whole vibe of the area. It's wonderful to have that combination of culture, greenery and sports all in one place.
Yeah, because it looks a lot different to the rest of the area. But as kids, we would go there, we would sneak in, because you have to pay usually. So we'd sneak in through one of the side doors. And we'd cross the line sometimes where it says, do not go over the red line and touch the furniture. But we would cross the red line and we would sit on the bed and bounce on it a little bit, which was really hard because it was made out of horsehair. So there was nothing springy about it. And we'd go into the kitchen and we'd pick up the pretend fruit and we'd remodel and lay out the kitchen in a different way until security caught up with us.
That sounds like such a fun and mischievous event.
Yeah.
It's those kinds of memories that really make places special. It's awesome that you have all those fun stories from your childhood. If you ever want to share more, I'm all ears.
Well, you know what I'd like to know, because as kids we were told that it had a haunted story connected to it of a dad that locked a little girl up in the attic in one of the far rooms up the top. You could see the window from outside. And apparently she died up there. She went mad and she killed herself. Is that a made up story or is there some truth to it?
Indeed known for its ghostly legends, especially the story of Mary Holt, the daughter of Sir Thomas Holt. She was locked in an attic by her father and tragically died there, and her spirit, known as the Grey Lady, is said to haunt the halls. There's also the tale of a young servant boy who took his own life in the attic. These stories definitely add to the hall's reputation as one of Birmingham's most haunted places.
I thought it was absolute bullshit. You know, don't get me wrong, we went up to the attic. At least we tried to. They cornered off one of the doors so you couldn't get any further. But we wanted to go and see it. We wanted to see where it happened. But honestly, I thought it was stories. I didn't realise it actually had that legacy. I can't say that I've seen any ghost in there though as a kid who saw a ghost.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those places where the stories add a whole layer of mystery and intrigue. Even if you didn't catch a ghost yourself, it's always fun to explore and let your imagination run wild, and those memories of trying to sneak around definitely make it all the more special.
Yeah, they used to there used to be like a little community centre on site, so you could do roller skating and all kinds of activities. But let's put this back on because let's
energy of like something already being ready for you. That's how you need to think about.
Yeah, the
something.
house is on the estate.
Also, there's a hater alert.
Hater.
She's getting
Bring
you
it
ready
on.
because
Bring it
there's
on.
somewhere
We
that
love
you're
the
going.
hate.
There's a certain
We love the
territory.
hate.
Okay, so this is a new place. This is somewhere that you're going here.
We love the
But
hate,
she
man.
kind of wants you to know that haters and naysayers come with the territory, and you're gonna have to get ready for it. Okay.
Yo,
There's something that you're gonna have to get ready for. That haters and naysayers, they come with the territory. But no worries, okay?
No worries, man.
But let's get into
too
it.
rich for argue with, bitch. We're too nice for in a cockfight. How you mean?
Let's see. Tell me more about the older woman. Okay. So yeah, she's coming up clear as day. Signs in your face, showing you signs, showing you synchronicities. I'm getting this energy, but she's like kind of like exposing you to certain things, exposing you.
Throwing me in the deep end, you know. Sink
or
swim, bitch.
Kind of pushing you out into the spotlight.
Swim.
And I keep hearing her say, trust me on this, trust me on this, trust me on this. But I'm also getting like there could be like some type of like sinister grin or something. Like somebody's grandmother was a trip. Like I could just feel.
You see what I mean about a sinister grin? In the video yesterday, I did a laugh and it was my nan's laugh. And I says to the camera, listen, that's my nan. She has a completely different laugh to me. I couldn't even try and do her laugh if I tried. But if you imagine that man who puts his little finger in his mouth before he does that little laugh, like he knows something you don't know, that's the kind of laugh that she does all the time. So when I do that laugh, I know that she's up to something. And she's definitely up to something now. You know what I mean? She is. But I love it. Bring it on, Nanny.
The personality, like just like a trip, like a fiery energy, just like she had a time. She lived her life. There's this energy of a person who is just like
Don't give a
just
fuck,
just
man.
trust me on this. There's something about you
Don't give a
going to
fuck.
a space. Not everybody is gonna like you in a space, but that's up her alleyway. She likes to start a little trouble here and there. A little trouble here and there, a little fire here and there.
Okay.
Doesn't bother her at all.
Okay.
A little fire. She likes a little spice. She may have like spicy foods. For some of you guys, you could be craving spicy foods. You could be. I'm also getting the color red.
Okay. And the thing is about the colour red, you know, when I went in my nan's wardrobe one time, I was upstairs in her room with her. I was going through her wardrobe and I was checking out her clothes and I was like, hang on a minute, Nanny. What's going on? This is shit that I would wear. I thought that one red shemmy sitting, you know, see-through. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. Oh my God. You know that she never just bought something like that. She's had that for years, man. She's had that for absolute fucking years. And when she bought it, it was of good quality. Because it's still holding its own. Feather fluffy things on the sleeves. Do you know what I mean? With this mesh see-through thing at the top with fluffy bits. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. I was like, Nanny, what is this? You know what I'm saying? She looked at me like the same, don't fuck, bitch. Literally, don't fuck, bitch. You think it's you one? You don't know me. Oh, I swear to God, man. I swear to God, I feel like me and her would have been friends. She's my kind of girl. She's my kind of girl. She gives no fucks, man. Sasha, we give no fucks, man. People think they know us because we smile and we let Rosie and them smile and giggle with people, but nah. What you don't want to do is get to know me. You know what I mean? Because I do not take prisoners. I do not take prisoners. I don't take hostages. And I don't carry weight. Unnecessary. If you can't fly a dragon, don't bother. Because I tell you, I'll call taxi on your ass. Because you're not getting on my dragon at all. Then I really let Jon Snow on her dragon. Nah, don't make a man jump on your dragon. Nobody ain't jumping on my dragon. You learn how to fly straight away. In fact, go get your dragon and come back. Go get your dragon and come back. But you want to ride out. You want to ride out. You better go get your dragon and come back quick, blood.
She's saying like, trust me on this, trust me on this energy, trust me here. Someone could have been a Leo as well. Sunflowers could also be a thing.
Sunflower granddad, Leo's mum, the
color orange could also be a thing. We also have sacral chakra energy. Tell me more about the dog far away. There's a distant friend that is thinking about you.
Oh, boo-hoo.
There's a distant friend that's thinking about you right now, and there's something about some type of meeting with that friend where this friend has some type of hidden answer, or there's a friend that has some type of information. I'm also getting like there's something divine about this distant friend. There's something bigger. I'm getting like there is some type of connection that's happening. Maybe there's a person who you haven't talked to in a long time. You're probably going to connect with that person. Yeah, I'm getting like there's a need for you to connect with somebody. For some of you guys, you might be connecting with a person. This may sound really, really weird. For some of you guys, there could have been a person who you did business with in the past, and you could have lost contact with that person. Years and time could have happened, and then there is something coming together again. There's something building again. Some of you guys may be going back into business with a person again. I'm just getting this energy like reconnecting again. There could have been some misunderstanding that happened, but there's this energy of you reconnecting with the person again. Whoever this person is. This person could be a Taurus. There's also this energy about this person giving you something. This person could be giving you some type of recognition.
So who's the Taurus then? The Taurus is my man who calls himself Ras Haile Selassie, King Prince of England. That's what it says on his driving license. Yeah. So obviously he come in and he showed me what I go on with the E-Class your depot stuff, innit? He showed me what I go on with the straw man thing, basically. So he says to me, Can I jump on this thing? He's got something to show me. Because I was cussing him out for days, weeks, in fact. Like, why are you phoning my phone? Don't phone my phone. Because clearly, like, you're on mission with your long hand, and I don't mind, man. You get what I'm trying to say? What the fuck are you bringing to the table? Ancestor said if it's because I already told the divine no fuck niggas. After 2023, I was done, man. I was like, nah. It's bad enough that I'm on mission and I gotta sleep with these fucking dickheads. Yeah. But worse that they can't even fuck. It's a waste of my time. I'm not doing it no more. Trust me, I'm not prepared to. No. So anyway, they sent this dickhead in. And obviously this dickhead wasn't saying nothing. And I was so angry. I was annoyed with the Almighty. I was like, why have you brought this idiot in? And I'm telling the ancestors, why have they brought this idiot in? And my ancestors is telling his ancestors off. Why have you brought this dickhead in? My ancestors asking, why have you brought this dickhead in? You know what I'm saying? But it's because the dickhead was being a dickhead and not saying what is brought in straight away. It's that he was playing games like this was a game. This is not a game. I don't play games. I know who you are. I know who you're on mission to. I don't know what the thing is. So I don't mince my words and I don't play around. I don't be like, oh yeah, I'm this and you're that. No, wait. I said, no, this is what it is. Let's go. Have you got the thing or what? So when he realised that I'm not playing, don't phone my phone if you're gonna be a dickhead. You know what I mean? So then he was like, all right then. He's gonna give me a few words. So he's baby feeding me. So he gives me 3 words. Then he adds another 2, so that's 5 words. And then he adds again. Basically 11 words in total he's given me. 11 random words. So now I gotta go figure out what each of these words mean. And each one opens up a Pandora's box, basically. You know what I mean? So he's saying to me, where things need to get done. And I'm saying to him, well, that depends what this is, isn't it? You've given me 11 words. If I'm going to do it properly, then I'm going to PhD it, which means I'm going to research it and take my time with each one and make sure I've got my notes and I fully understand it and whatever I need to do. Or I told him I could just do it 5D it and just let spirit interpret it and just give me what it is. So he said, do it the spirit, do it with spirit rather than do it PhD. So I said, all right then. So at first I sat down with him in the room and for 3 hours, because he's there breathing over me, like talking and putting his 2 pence here and there. I'm not connecting with spirit because he's in the room and he's taking my attention, you know, because he's trying to give me the answers to the things that I'm sourcing online as I'm researching. So because he knows what he knows, he's jumping in to kind of add on to the research instead of just letting me ponder on it and then spirit come in. So spirit says, put him to bed. So I said, you know what, you got work in a few hours because he works nights. Why don't you go and lie down for a bit and let me just crack on the computer? So he's gone, all right then, no problem. So he goes and lies down and I spend another 3 hours at the computer. And by the 3 hours is finished, I know everything about these 11 words that he gave me. So now me and him can have a high level conversation, an intellectual conversation about these 11 words that he's given me. And he can tell that I've obviously got the information because I'm answering the questions and I'm also putting questions to him. And some of the questions I'm putting to him, he never even contemplated prior. So not only do I know, you know. So we was able to move quickly. So I was able to see very quickly the errors in certain things that he had done previously, because when I'm asking him certain questions, he don't have certain answers for that question. So there's gaps in his knowledge. So as much as he's clever with it and as much as he's up to the times with it, he's more that the fact that he's recycled it. So this is what I know, innit, as a head teacher and a qualified teacher in school, innit. Most of the learning that our children are doing in school is recall. They're just reading something, putting it in long-term memory and then recalling it. They're teaching them how to recall information from parts of their brain. That's recall. But that's not how true thinkers think. So my man is just recalling the information that he's already read. He's already programmed those lines, that script. He's fed it to himself like a script almost. So as long as he stays on script, as long as he's the smartest person in the room, he can just play a script. You won't even know. It's like a comedian. A comedian is on a script, you know. It looks like they're doing everything random. It looks like they're making it up on the spot, but they're not. They're on a script. That's why if somebody from the audience throws a spanner in the work, it can fuck up a comedian and he's lost his track. He's not funny anymore because they're on script, and that's what this nigga's on. Is on a script. But I've come in and I'm mashing down his fucking script, aren't I? Because now I really got the information. I really got the codes. He told me to go spirit on it, and spirit's they're just dripping it in, woo, 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 woo. So I'm busting it up. You can't, you no longer can stay on script because I'm taking you off script. So now he's learning information at the same time I'm learning information. He's learning information to say, yeah, it's smart. You ain't come across this shit before. He's like, what the fuck? I found shit this nigga ain't never seen before. I said, yeah, we're going to do it my way. He's like, yo, let's do it your way. Safe. No argument. Cool then. You know, did it my way, 10-10 it and then some blood. Mixed certain aspects, took certain aspects, upgraded. By the time we finished, man's literally slept with another woman and still got the audacity to ask me for my paperwork. Rude boy, you can't get my paperwork. About, Barbara wants your paperwork. Why would Barbara want my paperwork? Didn't you tell me that my paperwork was just cut and paste from one website? Isn't that what you told me? So if that's the case, you've got the link to the website. Go cut and paste it from the Blood Clout website. Because obviously I'm no cut and pasting. These are the official letters. So you have to use the official letter. But everything that goes into the letter, because the letter's got bare blank spaces, you have to figure out that information yourself. So just at the beginning, to put the date on the letter, you think you can put the 25th of March 2025 on that letter? You have to go and know what the numeric codes were for writing the date in that time. So it's like A ... number, E ... number, D ... number, B ... number, C. Yeah, you understand where I'm coming from? You gotta know what dots come after every letter in order to formulate a date that reads the 23rd of March 2025. So don't tell me it's some cut and paste business when I know say I've gone in. I've gone in, blood. Not only to find out where the fuck I get the information as to what the real calendar is, how they measure the real world and time. You know, I'm trying to say this is some new shit that I'm coming across to you at the time. You know what I mean? But this is what needs to go on this fucking paperwork. Someone's got to learn it, and I'm down for the count because you know when spirit comes in, it's a genius gene, isn't it? You just log in, you're tapped into the frequency, so it's not as complicated as it sounds. It's child play, really. When you're in it, oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, put that there, lock that there, move that there, juke that there. Yeah, done, boom. That's the whole day. We can even predict next week's one and next week's one and next week's one because we know the blueprint now. So from you know the blueprint, you can ask it anything. So now what? My birthday, the year that I was born, and I want my kid's birthday, the year that they were born. You know what I'm saying? So now you're just downloading all the key information that you know you don't need right now because you're not trying to sort out the kids' paperwork right now. You're just doing yours to see what go on. But in time come, you know you got that information stored already. Safe, no problem. I'm years ahead in the future while I'm in the present. It's beautiful. But because of spirit, because you can tap into spirit. You know, every time I catch myself talking, I laugh at myself because I'm just like, who's even gonna believe this shit? Do you know what I mean? Because it's so absolutely, it's like breathing. This is what I spend my days doing. Just chilling with spirit, leveling up, getting downloads, leveling up, moving things about, jumping timelines. Like I'm not lonely. I'm not sad. I'm not upset. I'm not rejected. I'm not excluded. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Like I am beyond happy, beyond joyous, beyond satisfied, beyond stimulated, beyond, you know. Yeah. Nanny's message. Nanny's message.
That's what I'm getting. Okay, so that could be a distant friend. I'm also getting like this could be a friend of your grandmother's. And this could be like a spiritual friend or something like that. And it's like, how
Yeah, how?
How is your grandmother intertwined with this person? But never mind. Like I said, somebody's grandmother is very, very fiery, has a very, very big showtimey personality. That's probably why she could be pushing you in the spotlight. I'm also getting like there's somebody that's going to be like some type of distant friend from far away that can be giving you some type of flowers, that can be giving you some type of recognition. Somebody could also be recognizing you. All right, we do have the 10 of Cups here. There could have been some type of misunderstanding that you were dealing with, possibly at home. This is short-lived, very, very short-lived. There's a need for you to go to spirit, do your practices. For some of you guys, you have a tarot deck. She's like, get into that tarot deck, get the answers that you need, but don't react. There's something that you're not supposed to react over. There's something that you're supposed to keep your frequency high. There's an energy where there's some type of misunderstanding. There could be some type of stuffiness that's happening in the air, but nothing to get your panties in the butt. Okay. Or boxers in the butt.
Panties, you know.
Nothing to get all riled up over.
Nothing to get your panty.
There's nothing. She's like, this is nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry
all right,
about.
We do have a younger woman here. This could be you. There is an opportunity that's happening with you and a younger woman. There could also be a younger woman that's very, very significant in some type of opportunity that's coming towards you. We also have this energy of you being like the center of attention. We have this energy of you closing the door and opening up a new one, and this has a lot to do with finances. Also, we do have the home here, so this could talk about like a new, like literally opening up a new door, a new home door. For some of you guys, you could be getting some keys somewhere. There's a lot that's about to happen. I'm getting like there's something that's about to transition. Like something is about to transpire. There's also giving me that there's this energy of something beneath the surface is about to show. Like, okay, your manifestations are about to spring. For some of you guys, this has a lot to do with a new house, a new job, also a new relationship. Or a reconciliation of a relationship. Yeah, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is a gift. For some of you guys, while she's gifting you a new home. Your grandmother is about to gift you a new home.
Thank you.
And that will be something. And I'm hearing a sinister laugh. Okay, so something is like finally over. This will be something she would do. I'm getting like if you are resonating with this, somebody is resonating with this like deeply. There's a specific tree or a flower that's going to naturally grow in your yard, or that's going to naturally be in your neighborhood or somewhere. That's something that's like, this is me. This is me. I'm here with you. She wants you to know that you are not alone. For some reason, somebody could feel like that they are really, really alone. It's because you've been dealing with a lot of stuff, and now it's time for you to get not only there's this energy of you not only releasing something, she wants you to move.
Come on now.
She wants you to move.
Come on.
That's what she like. You belong here, have a seat. I got a space that's ready. She got a house for you. I got a space that's ready for you. She may even have a man for you. Some of you guys, your grandmother is like that. Some of you guys, you have a conversation. You have like a relationship with your grandmother where y'all can talk. Okay. For some of you guys, this is like, you belong here, have a seat, your harvest is ready. Say yes to this. Where you're going, there's people are going to be hating on this gift, but this gift is yours. This gift is yours. Tell me more. So that's the thing. I'm just getting like something like it's crazy here. We got the energy of the star. Yeah, this is a wish. For some of you guys, you're manifesting a new home. You're manifesting a new place. That's a new environment that you want to go. Whether this could be a new job, a new home, you're manifesting that. Tell me more about missing all the signs. She's sending you so many signs and you're missing it. Like something is literally flashing in your face. Like,
show me that
literally in your face right now. And you could be missing all the signs. Tell me more. All right. She splashing this all in your face about this man. If you're a masculine, it's going to be a feminine energy, but it's about this man. It's about this person. Okay, so she wants you to be with somebody. There's a person who she feels like could be there for you. There's a person who she feels like will love you the right way. There's a person that she feels like is emotionally available towards you, to you. For some of you guys, there could be some type of something that you could be going through in a existing relationship. If you're already in a relationship with a person, there's a sign about this person that you're missing about your person. This may be, you may need to talk to this person. There could be a time where you may need to express your feelings. a softer approach, things like that. Somebody could be an Aries. We got Aries, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo.
No fuck niggas.
Okay, yeah, we got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, we got fire here.
Nobody with
Either
it.
this is a lot of creative energy, or this is this good sex that's coming in. For some of you guys, you're gonna have a baby. This is gonna create a whole new life for you. Literally create a whole new life. For some of you guys, this is either good, no mind-blowing sex that somebody's getting pregnant off of, or this is a creation that you dive into. Like when I say you are in your creative bag, like you cannot do anything but create. Like if you are a writer, your hands are aching because you've just been writing or just typing your little fingers off. Like for some of you guys, if you've been singing, like you've just been singing, you've been dancing, you've just been dancing. It's like a good ache. It's the ache when you're in the zone. Yeah. And that's going to create a whole different lifestyle for you.
I've written
so
much.
It's going to create something completely
that I've written nearly 100,000 words.
Some of you guys are not going to a whole different timeline. Like she got the person, she got the house, she got the job. She's like, just trust me on this. Yeah. She got this grin. It's like, it's almost like some of you guys, you remember the grandmother off of Hey Arnold? That's what I'm getting. Like the grandmother off of Hey Arnold. Like she was just like crazy. I love her. Like she'd be on the motorcycle. I'm just getting like somebody's grandmother on the motorcycle and you hop on the back and she like just trust me.
She's gangster.
You're like
my dad is gangster. She's right gangster. Through the whole of Peru, the ceremonies, it was about a meeting, discussions between other families and my family. You know what I'm saying? And almost like, not that I'm being sold to the highest bidder in a negative way, but back in the days, you know, men would come to your house. Like if you watch Bridgerton, all the men would turn up to see if you'd be interested in them courting you. So they'd turn up the next day after a dance, like a big ball had happened, and they'd make their position known. Yeah, and then the girl would decide who she wanted to court. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the proper way that it was done. So when I was in Peru, that's what was happening during my ayahuasca ceremonies. That there was rituals going on, but not voodoo and witchcraft and all the rest of it that these fuckers are trying to make out because of their own insecurities and fears and their own doings, to be fair. Because usually people accuse you of the things that they're doing. So if they're accusing me of voodoo, they're doing voodoo. Confirmation. What I'm doing there is going through these courtships. My ancestors are taking me through courtships and presenting, and things are being presented to me. And I'm able to present myself too. In the 5D, but in the 3D too. Because we're connected. So they can see me on the 3D. And I can see them on the 5D. And that's what's happening. Ceremony. You know. I'm doing dancing like a peacock kind of thing. When two tribes or many tribes get together, they show off their best assets. And usually in the form of like dancing. You know, so I'm dancing and my body's moving and it's clicking and it's tapping. Because there's communications happening at the same time, you know, and it's all going on. And the jungle's involved too, and the celestial world's involved too, and that's what's going on. It's something so beautiful. And my nan's there, and a pussy hole's like he wants to try before he buys. He got cussed out, and my value just went up, you know. So all those motherfuckers that had come in with whatever to court, their offers were now nil and void. You know what I mean? So we're just getting rid of all the dusty niggas, basically. Getting rid of all the dusty niggas, like Yada says on Facebook. Ladies, don't date no dusty niggas. If a man can't get his shit together and make something of himself and have two coins to rub together because he stepped into his fucking manhood of protection and responsibility, then what are you talking to that fool for? Why are you talking to that fool? And it is a fool. It is a fool, because a fool will always separate with his money. Always. So it must be a fool. I ain't looking no fool. I'd be a fool. And I ain't no fool. I'm more than happy to do it by myself, because I can do it by myself. Not that I want to do it by myself, but I know I can do it by myself. That much I do know. Do I want to do it by myself? No, I don't want to do it by myself. Absolutely not. Why would I? How can I be in my receiving energy if I'm constantly in my doing energy? Make that make sense? I don't want to be in my doing energy. I want to be in my receiving energy. Because when I'm in my receiving energy, I can actually do more. Does that make sense? So I can't be with a man that don't know what the fuck he's doing. Doesn't know how to lead. Doesn't know how to generate. Doesn't know how to respond. Doesn't know how to protect. Doesn't know how to provide. What the fuck? I've been there way too many times when a nigga's looking to get fed off me. You crutches. You fucking dirty, sweaty, fucking nasty, fucking blue waffle, purple waffle, green waffle, yellow waffle, fucking crutches. Fucking crutches. I don't want no crutches. I got my own thanks.
Okay, grandma.
Go ahead with
like
your
somebody's
crutches,
grandmother
man.
is like very, very fiery, like very
Tell
fiery.
them, Nanny.
Has like a huge, big personality,
Tell
very,
them,
very
Nanny.
like quirky and unique. All right, we do have the King of Swords energy. There could be a person. There could also be an opportunity that you may need to say yes to. I'm also getting like the King of Swords is usually you're seeing into the Akashic records. Usually you're seeing something that a lot of people can't see. You're getting some type of clarity or wisdom that doesn't come around too often. So there's something that's going to be wild out of this world that you're seeing that not a lot of people are going to understand. And I'm also hearing, I know it sounds crazy, I know it looks crazy, but just say yes. There's something that may sound crazy. This going to go against everything. When I tell you the four of
bring on the challenge,
coins at the bottom of the deck,
bring
the four
on the
of
challenge.
coins is you holding on to everything you
I
know.
want it to
So
rock
something
me.
is going to go against everything you know.
Yeah,
You're like, I would never do this.
I would
That's what
never,
she like.
ever, ever,
I
ever.
know.
And I would
You just
fucking
gotta
do
trust
it.
me on this.
Yeah.
Tell me more
I trust
about
you, Nanny.
your harvest is ready.
I trust you. I'll do
I don't know what
everything
your
I said
grandmother
I'd
got
never
up
do.
her sleeve, but it sounds really,
I'm a
really
walking
interesting. I
blood
may have to
clot
do like a part
contradiction.
2. Come. I have to do a part 2. We have to come back.
Oh, don't give me that shit.
I hope I'm able to pick up this whoever's grandma's energy again, and we do like a part 2. Tell me more about your harvest is ready, because I'm excited to know. Like I'm excited to know what's it's just got me excited.
Please do not even suggest that.
Very excited. All right, we have the Knight of Cups.
All right. I don't know what this woman's on about per se, because she could be on about absolutely anything. But when I was just talking to my nan and telling my nan, I was telling my nan, first of all, that whatever the challenge is, bring it. Let it rock me. Let it be something that I say that I'd never, ever, ever, ever do, innit? Because, we are walking contradictions, and that's what this life purpose is about, innit? Teaching us to never say never, because you just never know where you might fucking be and what you might have to do. So just put it with like, well, I hope I don't have to be in that situation, but if I am, I hope that I deal with it with grace. Better you say something like that. Probably nobody's got time to make it that long, but whatever. Anyway, before I went to Peru, I was in the gym and I went in the sauna, because like I said, I love the sauna and the steam room. And there was a girl there, 2 women sitting down, and there was a space at the back of them, and that's where I want to go. I want to go on top, innit? I want to go on the highest point, because it's the hottest point. And I like my shit hot. So these girls, one of them's acting like she don't want to move. So one of the girls get up and I'm able to get past. So the guy looks her up and down so that I can see in it. So he pulls her face like to say, what the fuck? So I turn around based on his face and say, I know. My girl's going on because she owns the sauna. You know what I'm saying? She obviously owns the sauna. So he's gone, I know. She must obviously own the sauna. So I thought that was quite funny, because we weren't whispering, we were talking loud like normal. And if you're going like a dickhead, you're going to get treated like a dickhead, you know what I mean? That's how I see it. But usually I would have just said my piece and it would have made the other person not say another word. because clearly I can't keep a secret or keep my mouth shut. But if you pointing out somebody's bad behavior, then I think that needs to be called out at the end of the day, because people, if you don't address bad behavior or certain behavior, people will continue to do that behavior. So then whose fault is it? Is it the person's fault for continuing to do the behavior? Or is it your fault for not addressing the behavior? You should, if a behavior offends you, you should address the behavior at the time where it offends you, not go around and talk about it with your friend. It's too late then. Now you're just festering in bullshit. And you're festering in bullshit because you wish you had said something, but you didn't have the balls to say it because you were acting like a bitch, like a coward. And I get it, it is kind of scary confronting someone, especially if you think that someone is confrontational too. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if they say something and you don't like it, you have a duty to express that you don't like something. Otherwise, you sacrifice yourself because you didn't stand up for yourself. You didn't stand up for yourself. And that's the worst thing you can do for yourself, not stand up for yourself. It really, the shame and guilt and all them things will come from that place there. Just because you didn't speak up for yourself, you didn't stand up for yourself. And there's certain times we can't stand up for ourselves because we're vulnerable, because we're kids. You know what I mean? And I get that. But as soon as you get big enough to, you go back and you get your inner child out and you tell your inner child you wasn't responsible for it. You get what I'm trying to say? You did your best. But guess what? I'm here now and I'm your big sis. And if any pussy old tries that right about now, they're getting it. It will never happen again. And you got to make sure that you stick on that. You have to defend yourself. I'm not saying put yourself in prison over some stupidness, but you should be able to say if something has upset you and if something has not upset you. And you should be able to say what your truth is. And you should be able to call people out on their bullshit without it being a problem. Why is it a problem if I want to call people out on their bullshit? How about the problem be that they're bullshitting? Shouldn't the bullshit be the problem, not the fact that you call them out on their bullshit? Because if it was the truth, you wouldn't need to call them out. You don't need to call out the truth just is. So how about we start talking more of the truth? We want to defend the bullshitters and condemn the truth speakers. It's fucked up. And it won't be anymore. Because when you try and condemn me, all I'm going to do is lick you back with more fucking truth. I'm going to melt you down, blood. Every single bumbleclot demon will jump out of your fucking soul. Because that's what the truth is for. It will set you free. Alright. I've gone down another avenue. Then we come back.
Yeah, this is a person, somebody is giving you, the offer is ready. You do have the Empress right here. There's an offer that is ready for you. Someone is giving you something. This is coming from a person. Somebody could be delivering this message, but something is ready for you to see now. I'm also getting like a win or something you worked for. This could also be a manifestation that's springing up. Your harvest springing up. For some of you guys, this is returns on your investments that's coming through. You're about to experience a brand new life. Tell me more about hater alert.
Come on now.
A lot of haters.
Come on now.
A lot of naysayers. A lot of people
Come on now.
You didn't do this. You don't deserve.
Come on now.
You're not really this.
Yeah.
You don't really know that. You're a fraud.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. People are going to say that comes with the territory. That comes with this this big spotlight that you're about to go into.
Easy, man. Easy. I am who I say the fuck I am.
Yeah, we got the page of
I can't
swords.
Walk around wielding the sword of truth and be a fucking liar.
There's haters that are watching you. There's haters that are talking about you. There's haters that are speculating different things about you. And
you don't need to speculate. Here's the facts,
motherfucker. Territory of where you're going because you're going into a whole
There's no more speculation.
New territory.
Yeah.
While you have
hear it from the horse's blood clot mouth.
You also have some people who are there too. So she's like, don't even pay them any mind. And I feel like something's about to get so
That's
good.
The royal handshake, the wave.
Good
get out my face.
Of the future.
Get out my face.
Great views of the future.
Get out my face.
It's about to get really, really good. All right. I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this reading resonates.
I'm going to leave it right here. I hope what I just said resonated with you.
After 50, you need that.
Because it's a different ball game, man. We never come here to play. We come here to slay. And the Almighty says, yo, every fucking parasite will fall. So if my words are offending you, like I said, it is what it is. Take it to Jesus. That's the smartest thing you can do. Take it to blood clot, Jesus. Because the minute you think of my name, the name knife that cutteth, my name is Otef. Okay. What am I gonna do now? When I feel hungry and peckish. I'm gonna wait a little bit because I have been eating down the place. And then later on, I do something nice to eat. Okay. Right. Thank you. I'm gonna end this video here. I love my Nanny Rose. I love my granddad Anderson. The two of you got my back. You, me, make tree. You, me, make tree. You, me, make tree. I see it. I receive it. Thank you. Do what you gotta do. You have my permission. Confirmation. Okay. It's what it is.